Hello
Hello?
everyone, and welcome to the second episode on our diversity podcast. This episode is presented to you by StoryAidHelp. This episode is talking all about positivity and how positivity can really change your life. Now let's get straight into it. Let me first welcome the co-founder of StoryAidHelp, Rhee.
Hello, everyone. My name is Luke, and today we're going to be reviewing about bullying, and we're going to be talking about positivity today. So, if you do not know what the 4 types of bullying is, it is physical, verbal, social, and cyber. If you do not know what we're talking about, then you can review our last video.
Right. Go to our YouTube channel right now, or actually after this podcast episode, and then go watch it, because it was amazing. Anyways, the quote of the day this month is, "You reclaim your power by loving what you were once taught to hate." Brian H. McGill. Alright, so let's get straight into the topic for today. We want to talk about 5 different types of positivity words that can change your life. Starting with joy. How does joy bring you happiness and positivity, Luke?
I think joy brings happiness and positivity to the world by making other people happy and enjoy what they do.
Okay. And the second one is interest. So, when you're faced with an emotional or physical difficulty, go into your favorite hobby or interest. It can relieve those difficulties, at least for a short amount of time. And then you can bring that positivity that is given to you by going to those interests or hobbies or sports or whatever you like to do. And it can take you, it can lift you up and basically help you get back onto your feet and start doing what you were doing before. So like we said, the first one was interests, joy, and the second one was interest, and later on you'll realize how this all intertwines with what StoryAidHelp really wants to do to the community and to the world. Okay, let's head straight to the third type, which is hope. So Luke, how does hope change your life?
When people are faced with difficulties, hope can really change someone's emotions or disconnections to the world. And this can really help them by making them
making them hopeful, right?
Yes.
Okay. So hope, when faced with difficulties, it can help someone's emotions or disconnection to the world, because they usually feel, when they're sad or angry or something, they might feel like the world doesn't need them, or have all these negative thoughts. And the honest response to that is just give them time, and they will, by having joy and going to the interests or hobbies, they will find hope in what they're doing later on. And the next thing we want to talk about was pride. Being proud of the accomplishments is really crucial to your mental health, because when you don't believe in something, or when you don't think that someone else believes in you, you don't become proud of yourself anymore. You want to be more hard on yourself. And having pride in doing stuff that you love, or stuff that you love to hate, is also healthy for your mental health and your physical health too. And this can really give you the power and strength to really pick yourself back up. So that's a little bit about pride. Next thing is inspiration. Now, I know we have an inspiration page on our website, www.StoryAidHelp.info. You can visit that website after this podcast. Has great inspirational quotes and stuff on there. Yeah, inspiration, Luke. How does this help you become more positive? Well, how does it help someone else become more positive?
Inspiration can help you pick up enough to the point where you can feel comfortable and keep going with what you like to do and what you want to keep doing.
Right, inspiration can really lift you up to your comfort zone. It can inspirational sayings, quotes, inspirational people also works too. It's not all about one thing, it's about many different things. And yeah. Okay, so we talked about the words and how they can help. But how does this tie to Story Aid Help? What in the world are you talking about, David? What in the world are you talking about? So what I'm talking about is Story Aid Help has a mission. And that mission is to spread the mission, spread awareness, and share stories. But how does talking about positivity help? So Story Aid Help, as I said, is about sharing stories and spreading awareness. And by doing this podcast series, we really hope that the listeners of this, people in the world can really impact by hearing, what we have to say and what we have to talk about on all these different episodes. And we're going to have a lot of these episodes. We're going to have to talk about different things, and some episodes might be more serious and some might be more funny, or some might be more sad or emotional. But at the end, all we're doing is trying to spread, awareness, and that's number one on our sharing our mission. So that's kind of how it ties into Story Help. All this last time we did a podcast, it was about bullying. This time it's about, positivity, and these all tie into what Story Aid Help really wants to happen. Yeah, so that's it for this podcast. I hope you liked it. Remember, you're more powerful than you really are. And this is David Arch, founder of Story Aid Help. And with me, I have
Luke Rhee, co-founder of StoryAidHelp.
And we want to say to you, have a fantastic day. And I hope to see you guys again in our next episode, which will be coming out in around 2-3 months. Thank you all for listening to this podcast. David and Luke, out.